Hello. Landman's episode 6 ending is one of the series' most climactic yet, with a lot of new stuff to go over. Taylor Sheridan has become Paramount Plus' best television production maestro in recent years, with his varied programs exploring some of the most perilous aspects of American life. Billy Bob Thornton stars in Landman as Tommy Norris, an oil crisis executive who works for an independent corporation dealing with difficulties involving local landowners, oil patch crews, and, in certain cases, cartels. Much of Landman episode 6 revolved around Tommy's kid, Cooper, and his issues with Manuel. Manuel is Elvio's cousin, one of the guys killed in the explosion in Landman episode 1, and he has become too protective of Elvio's wife, Ariana. Cooper refused to leave Ariana despite several warnings, and episode 5 ended with Manuel and his companions beating Cooper, leaving him in his company-owned caravan, inches from death. In episode 6, Tommy wants payback for the violence against his son. Tommy's work promotes stability in the Permian Basin, which is why the sheriff is so supportive of him. The sequence displays Tommy's influence over these individuals, as he breaks the law while also threatening them with it. The finale of episode 6 features Tommy rallying his friends to exact revenge on Manuel. While Tommy does not kill anyone, he has the security guard turn off the cameras and then viciously injures his boy's attackers. He tells Manuel that Sheriff Joburg is about to come in and arrest him for violence, drug possession, and a variety of other charges, implying that he could face 30 years in prison. The sequence displays Tommy's influence over these individuals, as he breaks the law while also threatening them with it. Sheriff Walt Joburg has definitely established himself as one of Tommy's major allies throughout the series. Even in episode 2, when Tommy got into a verbal altercation with a police officer, the sheriff did not discipline him. While Tommy's connection with the sheriff may contain some personal loyalty, it is primarily about business and regional stability in the Permian Basin. The setting of Landman is a real-world Texas region where the oil business dominates practically every aspect of life. Even people without direct ties experience the effects of the oil flow. Tommy's role is critical because the oil business has such a significant impact on the region's economy and way of life. It is his obligation to keep everything running smoothly, and even if it means occasionally breaking the rules, the sheriff understands Tommy's importance and is ready to accept his judgments. Tommy might be ruthless at times, but he is not a fundamentally malicious or dangerous individual, and his primary goal is to keep the company's workflow stable and calm. This makes him a clear ally in law enforcement, which earns him some more favor. Why Tommy doesn't just kill Manuel. Arresting Manuel has benefits. In Landman episode 3, Sheriff Manuel and Antonio are seen gazing at Cooper. Tommy's professional relationship with the sheriff is mutually beneficial. If Tommy went mad and killed Manuel, Sheriff Joburg would have a bigger problem to clean up. Not to mention that the sheriff specifically requests Tommy leave someone for him to arrest. By arresting Manuel, the sheriff fulfills his duty to solve the crime related to Cooper's assault, so enhancing whatever political standing he requires to keep his post and the respect of local leaders. For better or worse, solving crimes through arrests is the most visible indicator of law enforcement accomplishment. Tommy is frustrated by Cooper's fate, but he's not violent. He retains his cool and remains rational, knowing that it is best for everyone if Manuel is imprisoned rather than killed. It's likely Tommy has killed before, but his primary devotion appears to be to his job, and he understands that murdering someone crosses a line that puts him in serious danger. It would be harder to hide a murder, and all his associates would testify. He might possibly consider 30 years in prison as a more deserved sentence. Who were the other guys that beat up Cooper? Another crew joined in on the violence. Manuel and Cooper working a clamp in Landman episode 4. After Manuel and Antonio, there were more males who assaulted Cooper in episode 5. When Tommy inquires, Cooper replies that he does not know their names, but that they were the maintenance crew for the Buffalo field. Tommy thinks the knowledge is sufficient for him, and he will know who to target. Furthermore, he has boss question Antonio in the back room at the climax, and Antonio writes down the particular names of the other assailants for Tommy. Thank you for watching.